Hey, what's good, my friends? Avery Gonzalez here, back again for another video in my 90-day video blogging challenge with the Empower Network. And if you watched the last video, looks like my hair is going crazy right here. If you watched the last video that I put together, this one's being filmed actually about 2 minutes afterwards, because now I am bustling with ideas. I just wanted to really talk about for a minute, when is the perfect time to start? And by the end of this video, I think you'll have some more clarity on when that time actually is. So let's look at that for a minute here. People are always looking for the perfect time to start. And I've heard some pretty awesome quotes in the past that I find to be really, really relevant. And I think I might have talked about in previous videos. But one of the things that I have heard that resonated with me on so many levels was the quote, I believe it's from T Harv Eker or something like that. Are you getting ready to get ready? Whoever said it, thank you, because it's a really good one. Because I've noticed so many people in their life and in their business are always getting ready to get ready, constantly. And that simply means that people are always trying to plan out the future before it actually happens, which is cool because, having an awareness of what is actually going to happen can help you plan better, create more to support what it is you're putting together. But at the same time, it can be a crippling effect when you're trying to predetermine everything before it actually happens. Because how many times have you gone out to do something and then it totally changed? You might have had dinner plans to go somewhere and you get there and it's like, wow, there's a 45-minute wait. Do you really want to wait for 45 minutes just to eat here? Maybe not. And suddenly, you could have two choices. One, you could have your dinner date ruined, or number two, you could end up going somewhere new and discovering something totally different that was even better than the first possibility you had. And in the case that it ended up being worse, at least you figured out a restaurant that you never want to go to again, right? So that's just one of these pieces where if you're getting ready to get ready all the time, you're never going to actually start. And you'll never actually discover what's going to happen unless you do it. Okay, so people are always looking for the perfect time to start. And my question for you is, does that really exist? Is there a perfect time when the skies will part and God will come down and say, Abram, now is the time. You have no problems in your life. There is simply nothing else going on. It's the perfect time to do it. And apparently God has a British accent, because that's kind of where I went with that for a second. But regardless of what your beliefs are, I think this example just really speaks to that whole piece where people are waiting for this time when everything is going to line up and the stars will align and come together and create this brilliant white light around you that's going to be like the perfect symbol for you to get started. And it just doesn't exist. That's the funniest part about the whole thing, is it just doesn't exist. And the perfect time to start is really right now. Because things aren't going to shift and change unless you actually take action and create a change in your life, right? Because if you have the same problems now, they're never going to change until you do something about it. And the same stuff is going to show up over and over and over and over again unless you take action and do something different. Now, I'm not talking about blind action. I'm not talking about going out there and just doing something just to do something. I'm talking about looking at your life now and saying, okay, you know what? It's time to generate more income because I have these certain targets that I want to go to. Or, hey, my relationship with my son or daughter is not the way that I'd like it to be, because I'm not spending enough time with them. So what am I going to do to change things up so I can actually do that? Take a deliberate action. Look at where you want to go. Find a way to get there. And stop making excuses to actually do it. You can find a million justifications to not do something. You might not have enough time, not enough money, not enough patience, don't know technology good enough, all that stuff. And it's all going to get in the way of you actually creating what you want to have. So when is the perfect time? Perfect time is now. The perfect time is right now. Did you get that part? The perfect time is now to start making a change and to start doing something different. So here's my question to you, my friend. If there was something in your life that you wanted to change, what would it be? Comment below, okay? And if you like my videos and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel above, okay? Or you can watch yesterday's video by clicking right here. I'd love to have you around because I pull so much of my inspiration from the people that watch my videos, the people that are always contributing to my life and just, hanging out, talking with me, whatever it is. I'm always here for you, and I always want to see what's going on in your life just to see what kind of change is possible on the planet that we haven't yet seen before. So that's my question for today is, if there's anything in your life that you wanted to change, what would it be? Okay, so look at that, what it is you'd like to change, and now find at least one thing for you that you can go out and start doing that'll actually create the change. Now you got to be able to give up your story. You got to be able to give up all the things and all the justifications you've had that have held that impossibility in place. You know, for me, for a long time, it was, I don't have enough time to do that. And everything changed in 2010 when I said, you know what, fuck that. Right? I don't have enough time to create something different in my life. That's not true. You know, even though I was working full-time at my dad's dry cleaner, 2 years ago at the beginning of 2010, and going to graduate school full-time, I still found time to create my video blog Inspiraction, which created so much of the life that I'm enjoying now, all because of that. All the things that I've discovered in the last year, many of them have a direct correlation with that project that I did, whether it's energetically or something physical that happened. And if I would have said I didn't have enough time, it would have never happened. And what I really did was I gave up a lot of friendships that weren't working at the moment, and in favor of creating something different. So what happened? A lot of those friendships don't exist anymore. And the real question for me was, would any of those friendships be able to happen and occur and be the friendships now with the circumstances that I'm living in now? Look at a lot of those people that I was friends with 2 years ago. They haven't moved. They haven't gone anywhere. They're nowhere near what I'm creating and putting together now. And that's not a judgment of them. It's just an acknowledgement of I guess that friendship wouldn't have worked anyway. And maybe it will in the future. Maybe it will change. But I really wasn't giving anything up in the end. That was one of my big realizations. I wasn't giving anything up in my choice and my decision to create a different reality. So I didn't let that justification of I don't have enough time get in my way, because really I didn't really end up giving anything up. I didn't really give up my time because I actually created something different for me. Anyway, that was a little bit of a ramble. I thought I was going to end this video like 2 minutes ago, but apparently I had a few more things to say. So that's it. That's a wrap for my video today. Again, if you want to subscribe to my channel, click above. If you want to watch yesterday's video, click over here. And again, that question is, if there's anything in your life that you wanted to change, what would it be? Comment below with that, and then look at your life and think to yourself, okay, if there's one thing I could do right now, even if it's the smallest little thing, what would it be? All right, my friends, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching my videos. Bye-bye.